With the stress of college in our futures and a history of experience behind us, teenagers like myself often find themselves wondering what they're doing with their lives and if there's anything they can do about the path that lays before them. These existential thoughts, when expressed, are usually met by an onslaught of peppy Tumblr posts insisting that we control our destinies. However, this optimism often proves ineffective. Feelings of angst and existentialism are only perpetuated by a horde of deep reading in and outside of school about fate and destiny that leaves many people in a panic. Was the fault, dear Brutus, really in the stars? Are we truly in command of our destinies? Among all the famous works read in those confusing days of adolescence, few pose and answer this question of destiny more profoundly than Shakespeare's Macbeth. Even though the play takes place in Scotland many years ago, and few teenagers can identify with power-crazed Scottish royalty, the questions of destiny and controlling it are still applicable to modern youth. Early in the play, in Act 1, Scene 3, Macbeth meets his destiny in the form of the Weird Sisters, who predict that he will become the Thane of Cawdor. After the prophecy is revealed, he says in lines 163 through 164, "Come what come may, time and hour runs through the roughest day." At the beginning of the play, Macbeth still sees his destiny as a mystery, and he doesn't seem to be taking the prophecy seriously. He suggests the days will carry on, and his destiny will happen whether or not he does anything about it. On the contrary, Lady Macbeth more directly seals her destiny when her ambition for the crown of Cumberland convinces her to summon evil spirits. In Act 1, Scene 5, lines 47 through 50, she says, "Come, you spirits that tend on mortal flesh, unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe-top full of direst cruelty." These words are a sick beckoning, and one that comes horribly true as Lady Macbeth comes bent with iron will to destroy Duncan. She believes that her decision will make her immune to her maternal nature, convince Macbeth to murder Duncan, and therefore change her destiny. But it isn't until Act 3 that the audience can truly see that Macbeth's choices have bearing on his destiny. In Scene 3, Macbeth finds himself anxious about the security of his crown, and looking to the prophecy of the sisters as a guideline, sets assassins to kill his friend Banquo. Just as they are about to stab Banquo, in line 24, the murderers yell, "Let it come down." These words are reminiscent of Macbeth's "Come what come may" speech in Act 1. It is here that Shakespeare's point becomes clear. Even though Macbeth's destiny was known, it was still his actions, what he told to come into his life, that shaped it. Lady Macbeth's choices to let the spirits come to her body and murder to her house prove not only to shape her life, but to haunt and end it. In lines 70 and 71 of Act 5, Scene 1, she says in her sleep, "Come, come, come, come. What's done cannot be undone." She seems to be summoning Macbeth to bed, although she is the one asleep, showing that a situation she once held with surety has slipped out of her control. The decisions we make work like dominoes. The things that happen to us are often a result of what we have told to come into our lives. Macbeth never intended to start a bloodbath, and Lady Macbeth did not desire suicide, but the decisions that they made from the beginning of the play narrowed their possibilities down to their dying breaths. The same is true for anyone, especially teenagers, as they make important life decisions that have the potential to shape their futures. Teenagers must realize that their voices and choices matter, and where those decisions may take them is hard to see. We can control our choices, but it is our choices who rule our destinies.